This channel is documenting the journey to make $1 million on YouTube. And speaking of making money, I made thousands of dollars releasing AI generated music. I've done a lot of tutorials already on this channel. And for this one, I'm gonna show you one secret. We're gonna release an AI song together. And I'm gonna show you one secret to make way more money releasing AI music. And that is Google Trends. This is a very useful tool because if you title your song about something that's trending, a very popular topic, it's an easy way to get a lot of views, streams, and more, especially on TikTok. And I've mentioned before that TikTok is by far my biggest moneymaker when it comes to releasing AI music. Might as well also say, as most of you know, I'm also an actual human artist. Let me say it like that. Also, when it comes to my human-made music, still the biggest moneymaker. TikTok's been crazy. So if I go here, I go to trending now. I can sometimes do this, do like say the past 7 days, and I can organize. And all these things right now, at the exact time that I'm filming this video, are the biggest kind of trending topics. One though that popped up, boom, the iPhone Ultra. Now, when it comes to the songs that I've released when it comes to AI music, some of my biggest ones, or two of my biggest ones, which were under the Infinite Lamb Shop, one of my AI artists, is iPhone 17 and iPhone 18. Because when you make a song titled, like say, iPhone 18, which is going to be coming out later this year at the time of this video, people do like a highlight reel on TikTok with like different images of the iPhone 18 or specs or rumors or that kind of stuff. And the iPhone Ultra, as you can see here, which I actually just heard about, is apparently a tentative iPhone that's going to be coming out that's foldable. You can kind of see this. So it's going to be like a brand new style iPhone that kind of folds up like a book. I think Samsung already released one of these, I think. And if I go here, I have this tool to kind of track SEO. You could see that at the time of this video, like say last year, there's about 12,000 searches a month. Now, there's about 673,000. It could be that maybe this month in August, I'm filming this right now in August, might hit 1 million, right? So perfect time to make a song about the iPhone Ultra. So we're going to go to Suno. Right now, we already know our topic. Sometimes I go to ChatGPT, do some SEO testing to get keywords, do keyword analysis. We don't have to do that because we already know we're going to release one song. It's going to be one single. We're not doing a full album. And for this release, I will say this too. I am going to be showing you how to make a voice. I feel like in the past few tutorials I've done on AI music, and you want to make sure that you create a voice because it adds a human element to it. But I haven't really done it live on camera, so we're going to do that now. So I'm going to click voice. I'm going to create one live on camera. I'm going to go to record. So now I'm going to record my voice. Now there's different ways you could do this. You could sing a song, you could do whatever. I've thought about this for something like a song for the iPhone Ultra. I think what I'm going to do is do like jazz scatting and then turn that into a funky, upbeat house EDM song. I could picture it being like a funky, upbeat house song that would be good for kind of like a slideshow and also might sound a bit more mainstreamish, if that makes sense, a bit more upbeat too. So let's do this. Boop boop bop ba da bop ba da bop 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 wop bop wop 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 bop ba da bop ba da bop ba da 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 wop wop bop ba da bop ba da bop 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 ba da bop wop wop bop ba da bop ba da bop ba da 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 wop wop. Nailed it. All right, so gonna be perfect. All right, so we got our sample. Let me trim this. All right, there we go. Just kind of trim this. So we got that and there. All right. We're going to use this voice. I need to verify it. Singing softly beneath the glowing concert hall lights, together we sing. So it wants to verify your voice to make sure it's actually you. There's a human element to it. There's no, I don't know, potential infringements, et cetera, et cetera. Sometimes it takes a quick second to do this. All right, he's got it. And how do you describe your singing? So here's my theory. I think if you're a really good singer, of course, put higher. I think if you're a bad singer, put beginner. And I think the reason why it's probably going to modulate your voice more if you put it on a lower tier. That's my theory that I've kind of used. I'm going to put intermediate because I do want it to have a good amount of my voice in the song. It kind of sometimes almost adds auto-tune as well. So let's just call this iPhone Ultra. We'll just do that. Actually, no, let's do it funky scatting. I guess, or let's do funky house. Because actually, I want this more funky. Okay. Funky house. Some jazz scatting there. Okay. All right. So now we have funky house. Make me a funky, upbeat house song about the iPhone Ultra. I'm going to do create. And then because we're only doing a single, I might as well make 4 versions. For each prompt that you have, it creates 2 iterations. Most of you probably know this already. I'm going to do 2. Then, while this is being made, let's go to ChatGPT, make me an album cover. Cover. The song title is iPhone Ultra. And the artist is the Infinite Lamb Chop. Make it look like the potential iPhone Ultra coming out. It's a foldable iPhone. Let me give more information. But make sure to not infringe on any copyright. Of course, I don't want any kind of logos, anything that could potentially infringe on copyright, especially for the album artwork. Make it pop for high CTR. Basically, I want this to pop for high click-through rate. So if someone sees it, even as a small square, like say on TikTok, they're like, ooh, wait, that jumps out at you, right? So create this, right? So it's going to be making me this now. Because it should look, I'm hoping something like this, where it's kind of like a generic foldable kind of phone with, something like that I think would be good, right? But make sure to not have it infringe too much on copyright. Now let's go back to Suno while this is all being made. And it's going to take a second for these to load. Let me kind of refresh this. Let's just play it. We can't skip around yet. This is exactly what I want. So for a song like that, I feel like I can picture kind of like, the iPhone coming in a frame, it being opened. That has a very like commercial feel. Let me say it like that. So the actually great start. I could use that right now. Actually, that's kind of perfect. Let's listen to this other one though. All right, let's see where this goes. On the screen, still it reads just fine. I don't know if I like that one. Camera so sharp, catch every laugh. Post one tiny clip and move so fast. I don't ultra on fire. Huh? Okay, I don't know. Ultra. Definitely this one over this one. All right, I think the 2 later ones we made are better. So it's either this one. Let's see this and this one. Ultra. Stop playing. Go to library. Do I have to refresh this? Oh. Yeah, I like this one as well. It brings in my voice on the actual drop. So, all right, so we got our song, and that's a perfect one. That's kind of what I was picturing, is like some jazz scanning, kind of upbeat vocal processing, very commercial feel. Like I can picture that in an actual like phone commercial. Then we're gonna go here. Ooh. Okay, remove the items in the bottom left and right. I actually kind of like that the way it is. It does really jump out at you. I'm trying to figure out, do I want this to have like a potential phone screen look? You know what? Let's do this. Because I don't know why sometimes it does this. I think it's trying to give it a logo like Infinite Lamb Chop, and then future is a... Yeah, you know what? Yeah, just move the items in the bottom left and right. And then at this point now, we kind of have what we need. So this can be made. We can kind of do multiple things at the same time. Now we're going to go to DistroKid. This is the biggest independent music distributor. This is what I use to release my music. We're going to do yes to TikTok, commercial music library, yes to Snapchat, monetize on social media. You don't have to do this. I've done tutorials about how to release music on DistroKid, whether they're human or AI. This is very misleading. It's going to be put on social media anyway. To be honest, it's kind of a waste of money. I'm going to go down here. Has it been released? Nope. Infinite Lamb Chop. That's the AI artist I have. The release date is today. And I'm going to do, the genre is going to be electronic. It's going to be house, right? Pretty straightforward there. Wait for the album artwork here. Perfect. Honestly, I actually do really like that. It does really jump out at you. Yeah, honestly, completely ideal. So we're going to go here. I'm going to desktop. We got iPhone Ultra here. Song title is iPhone Ultra. We're going to add in the audio file. Boom. All right. Just type all this in. Now we're going to go to here. Does the song include any AI-generated music, vocals, or lyrics? The answer is yes. The lyrics and the music were composed by AI, but only part of the audio. I'm just going to do vocals, right? Part of the audio. Actually, more the instrumentals, I'd say, in this case, because the vocals were me. But it's kind of a blend of both. So sometimes it is a gray area, but I'm going to do instruments was performed by AI, and then we're going to go to Apple Music here, Performer. Let's go down to, the synthesizer, I'd say, because I kind of like the way they did this. We got the Infinite Lamb Chop. And then under the producer, also going to do the Infinite Lamb Chop. Yep, there we go. And then extras, to be honest, these are extra money. Like I've mentioned in a lot of videos, definitely not worth the money. Now that all looks good, I'm going to check these mandatory check boxes. And that's kind of it, right? I'm going to scan real quick right here. You can see this is kind of like a preview of what it's going to look like. We have the correct album artwork, iPhone Ultra. Make sure there's no mistakes in your typing. It's being released by the Infinite Lamb Chop, one of my AI artists. Looks good. So now all I have to do is click done, and I'm good to go. Now, of course, I will be listening to the full song before I release it. Always want to make sure. Suno's pretty dang good at making things incredibly accurate and usually without mistakes, but it's not perfect. So you do want to listen to anything you make or everything you make, until you release it. But it's that easy, right? And I want to show you this because I know in the past videos when I've done tutorials about AI music, some of them can get kind of repetitive, where it's kind of me doing the same thing over and over again. But I want to show you this one as a kind of a cool trick. And I want to say this too, that if let's say you are a musician that doesn't make AI music, like say you're just, a normal musician making EDM or house music or country music, rock, reggae, whatever, the whole trick of using Google Trends and picking trending topics as your song titles does really well. Like this is probably one of the biggest things I can suggest to anybody, whether you're releasing AI music as an AI musician, or like say you are, a human musician, titling your songs about things that already have search traffic going on, massive, absolutely massive. And right now, like I said at the time of this video, the iPhone Ultra, it popped up on Google Trends when I was doing some research. I'm like, wait a minute. I have already done a song under the Infinite Lamb Chop about the iPhone 17 and the iPhone 18. And now it seems like that the iPhone Ultra is now like a huge trending topic, as this will be the first, Apple phone to have kind of the folding technology. And I feel like it's kind of interesting that I can see phones moving this direction as a side note, where it's like almost a blend between an iPad and an iPhone. You know what I mean? Like one of my friends has one. I actually was seeing it this past weekend, ironically. And I think it was a Samsung one. It was kind of crazy. Like he had it like this. He was reading it like a book. It was like this kind of. And then he folded it. And when he folded it, the top of the screen automatically auto-adjusted the graphics and the pixels and everything, where it then turned into almost what looked like a normal phone that you use typically like a normal phone. So kind of crazy. But this is a big thing to kind of look at, that when it comes to, I think especially TikTok, and I might even say YouTube too, because a lot of people might go on YouTube, search the iPhone Ultra, this song could pop up. In addition, on TikTok, and this is a big one, like I mentioned in the beginning of the video, I've noticed that I've had so many songs go semi-viral, honestly, on TikTok, just by having good titling. And of course, good artwork, as I showed you here. But I think good titling, because now, let's say somebody's on TikTok, they want to make a highlight reel of the potential, leaked photos of the iPhone Ultra, or the potential specs, or maybe what it's going to look like or handle like, or basically any content about the iPhone Ultra. What do a lot of people do then when they go on TikTok after they make a video? A lot of times they add in a song. And when they go to search for a song on TikTok, a lot of times people will search for the topic of the video. So if you're making a video, let's say a slide, like a show reel or a slide reel of different photos of the potential iPhone Ultra in action or whatever, or it doing something or whatever, a lot of people will just go to add in a song and just search for iPhone Ultra. This happened to me, for example, as my human artist, which is me for Chero. Under Facero, I made a song, for example, called Lionel Messi or St. Patrick's Day. And both those songs went viral because when, let's say, someone made a song about St. Patrick's Day, let's say it's them partying, making a drink. A big one was makeup. Actually, it's like someone did a makeup tutorial. And I think that was one of the biggest breadcrumbs that really blew up my song. They just searched St. Patrick's Day under songs. My song, I think, was the number one hit, and then it kind of took off. Same thing with Messi. If you're doing videos about the crazy Messi, plays that he does and how talented he is as an athlete, a lot of people will make, this compilation or a video of one of Messi's crazy goals or whatever, search under songs, just Messi or Lionel Messi, my song pops up. And this is a cool trick, and that's why I'm going to show you this for this video, that yes, I have done videos about how to release an entire album where I use ChatGPT to kind of do the SEO for me. And let me say it like that. But one great way to do it yourself, especially if you're releasing a single, is to go on Google Trends. I also like to look at the past 7 days because I feel like 7 days is more indicative that as you search through it, you want to be careful because sometimes, as a pro tip, when it comes to Google Trends, sometimes it might be something that's very, very quick. Like it might be, I don't know, like say it's football season happening soon, next month, right? Patriots versus Seahawks. Well, that's a very short window for people to be searching for that. But for things like St. Patrick's Day, Lionel Messi, iPhone Ultra, like these are things that are not going to be searched for the rest of time, but maybe, the iPhone Ultra could be searched for the next year, 2 years, 3 years, right? As it gets super, super popular. And as I showed you too, using another keyword tool called Keywords Everywhere, I'm able to see, there's a lot of traffic. Last year, there's about 12,000 searches a month. Now, last month, in July of 2026, there was 673,000 searches. I wouldn't be surprised as more hype kind of builds around the iPhone, as they usually do release the new iPhone in around September every year, that I can guarantee this month, in August of 2026, there might be over 1 million searches. And then maybe in September, maybe 1.5 million, right? Tough to say. So this is kind of like a perfect time to release the song. I probably should have released it actually about a month ago, but ironically, I actually just heard about the iPhone Ultra. So I probably would have maybe released the song a bit earlier, but hey, now we got it locked in stone. I got to listen to the song and release it, and now we'll be live to make money from AI music with the Infinite Lamb Chop.